Greetings everyone, Ajon here. With all the recent discussion about like the WC51, I decided to incorporate some balance changes into my mod. And here they are.
Stand
Right
ready.
now, these light vehicles, if you also include the WC51, the M3, a one light scout car, the Universal Carrot, and the Kubelwagen, all into a sort of a new sort of style of play. Beforehand, in life, right now, like the
Stand
M3
ready.
and WC51 only has a singular purpose, and the lifespans are quite limited. So in this adjustments,
action.
these units have been changed to more act like a mobile scouting flank and also able to be more of a flanking
Ready
unit
to
as well.
execute.
One of the biggest changes
Move
is
out.
they have a much better turn radius, because one of the biggest problems with these
Move
light
out.
vehicles, these initial vehicles, is that the turn radius just
Displace to that
absolutely
location.
suck. In the mod right now, I have currently adjusted so that they have a reasonable
Move
turn
out.
rate, so they're no longer really caught up on terrain as much, and
Move
more
out.
able to be more
Monitor the oil
flanking
pressure.
and support role to help support
Move
units.
us over there.
Their damage
Here.
also been adjusted, and they're actually much more potent now. I went ahead and set up some target dummies here. Let's go ahead and look at the M3 versus these Grenadiers.
Prepare to move.
The question is, how should these units be balanced and adjusted?
Look out, taking fire! Protect the flank!
Well, I've changed it so the
Ready for
armor
duty.
is much less, but the health has been increased.
Ready.
See here, both sides are doing reliable damage to each other. So the more consistent, and the more consistency allows you to better play and adjust your playstyle. And you can see here, out on the open ground, the M3 Scout Car does do quite a bit of good work.
Target down!
Though they
Target
can't
down!
only really engage one unit at a time, so they
Oh,
can get easily
go!
double teamed,
Drive!
but no longer
Drive!
they are just hit or miss sometimes on engagements.
Prepare for combat.
On to like cover.
Onwards. Let's move. Driver, advance us forward. Stop right there. Contact!
Of course, these units can
Enemy
usually
fire!
still engage. Now they're relatively on equal footing, but in the end, the Grenadiers will still generally win once in light cover. So this is one reason why
Ready.
the improved turn radius allows them to be more of a flanking unit to help support other units. Say you have a
Ready
Cluster
for
squad here
battle.
and a Grenadier squad here. Now the M3 can go ahead and pitch in some support damage and respond faster, and if it's an MG team, more likely to easier time to flank and engage you and help dislodge these
Receiving effective
static
fire.
units.
Ready for duty.
You see here, the Grenadiers won that, but it's still more or less a fair fight. It can vary between 1 to 2 models
Crew,
love, but they
advance
can
to
still
that position.
stay around in order to kill off the M3. So if there's 2 units nearby,
Go out.
it will still have a bit of trouble with the M3. Now,
Go ahead,
you probably can quite
displace.
imagine that this heavy, if it lost during the light
Move
cover,
out.
it'll definitely lose in
Ready
versus
to carry
heavy
out
cover.
construction. Contact! Enemy
Heavy
infantry!
cover still is a static position, but if it were
Clear
to
strike zone!
try to engage from a flank, it's
Forward!
a bit lower health,
Forward!
it'll have much better time. If I were to
Move it! Move it!
move it, get it into a flanking position,
Driver,
and then
advance us forward.
forward. See the better return, the reduced, improved turn
Prepare to
radius.
execute
It just
orders.
allows the unit to able to flank much more easier. So now, though the player can still easily remicro the Grenadier to
Ready!
heavy
Fire on
cover,
that infantry!
but the capability of the reduced turn radius,
All
not reduced
set.
turn radius, but improved turn rate allows the unit to just able to be more effective flanking. And actually, with
Ready.
that low health, the flanking is still much easier. But the
Squad
person will still
destroyed. Field
micro
promotion.
round heavy cover,
Ready for battle!
and the M3 will still generally lose those engagements. Now we got target dummies over here. The same could be said for the Kubelwagen.
Ready for action. I'm ready. Go.
And in range to engage the
On!
conscripts.
Under attack!
A bit closer, so they have the
Ready
increased
for
fire.
duty.
The Kubelwagen still now able to more reliably violently do damage to the targets. I also made it so it focuses one model down at a time rather than doing damage to all across the models. So this is again another good flanking unit
Ready!
available to OKW. It helped engage and support both Grenadier and what's it called, Storm Pioneers.
Target that infantry! Forward! Forward!
has very little health remaining, so it makes it so this
Crew,
unit's
stand ready.
longevity, the unit longevity has greatly increased. Let's see now. Let's get a couple more light vehicles.
Ready for action. This time, go easy on the clutch.
The Kupferwagen only barely won in
Keep the
open ground,
RPM
so
up.
against light
Return
cover,
fire. Return
it also
fire.
have a bit of trouble.
Drive, damn it!
So with the improved turn radius,
Watch
it should be able
the
to
flank. Move on.
eye for a flanking maneuver,
Stay.
but the conscripts can still go ahead and use it quite easily. And oops, that's the heavy cover one.
Ready.
But just to show
Defend
how
the
that can
flank.
actually reasonably turn.
Prepare. I'm ready. Go.
The
Disembark.
increased health will also make it so that the
Light
engineers
vehicle
will have to
destroyed.
take longer to repair these units as well. So it's going to be less sort of like it's still quite
Enemy
micro-intensive,
infantry.
but less rewarding in manpower bleed due to the fact that the higher health means it just takes longer to repair. Even with Sturmfire's higher repair rate. The base health of the light vehicles made in this mod is to 320, similar to other light units, other light vehicles.
Ready for duty.
So it also makes it so it can withstand 18 gunshot rather than just being outright destroyed as well. Even just more longevity
All
and
set.
able to flank
Effective
these
fire.
support weapon teams
All
much better.
set. Disengage.
And yeah, don't think we really need to show the
Light
heavy cover,
vehicle
just straight
destroyed.
up win. Now let's go ahead and go to the MG42. The increased health also makes it, while reduced armor, makes it a bit more consistent when engaging these MGs. Sometimes it can be quite annoying with all the balances. Sometimes it's feel like you just instantly disintegrate. But now let me just go ahead and light vehicle WC51.
Ready for act. Ready to carry out instructions.
Aim speed up.
Task complete. Ready for action. Move us over there. Here.
But now we have the
Move
WC51
out.
here. And versus the MG42, you would imagine
Move out. Enemy
the
ready.
MG42 would be quite effective. Now, see, a couple bursts, it'll be about 3 to 4 bursts before the target goes down, giving them time to respond and kind of just time to engage. Not exactly ideal to just run in a jeep and try to flank these units. It'll just get ripped apart, no problem. And now over here, in my mod, I also had the 221 available to austere before our 222. And just give you a good comparison, let's go with a universal carrier.
Ready to advance to that position.
The 221 is a bit different.
Maneuver now. Fire.
The 221 does retain high armor, but lower health at the 240 health. If the auto cannon increase up to 230, or the radio net for
Protect
230.
the flank.
But they are
All
relatively
set.
comparable at stock. But the 221 is still a superior advantage.
Clear off.
See here,
Light vehicle
relatively equal.
destroyed.
So if you really want to be a hard counter to the light vehicles, you upgrade with the auto cannon. And if you want to use your radio net style abilities with there's still the 223 upgrade available to the austere 221. If I just go ahead and spawn out a 221, give you a comparison.
Crew, onwards. Let's move.
While it does have lower health, it still retains its higher armor.
Return fire. Return fire. Place. Shoot. Shoot.
And it will start ripping away the conscripts, no problem. So the
Ready for
221 is still superior versus infantry than the other units, but arrives much later and requires a tech structure. Sort of like the M3 white scout car, but just get a bit more variety. Plus, currently in the mod, the M3 scout car and the WC51 can all capture points. If I were to selection owner enemy,
Crew stand ready. Displace to that location.
as you can see, the 221 won't be able to capture. But if I bring in the M3,
Ready to execute.
it can capture. You can see the capture highlight,
Stop. Await
and
orders.
voila. There's a bunch of variety with the light vehicles. the WC5, the Universal Carrier, can still be upgraded to the Vickers Light Machine Gun for suppression ability. And the WC51 comes up unupgraded with the MG and can be upgraded to either the what's it called? The 50 cal or to
Prepare for combat.
a supply
Ready
truck,
to execute orders.
which grants the
Understood.
lockdown ability similar to the Opal Blitz. You can see here the resource and income has been increased. This is the full stages, and these are the just general increase available to the lockdown ability, available to the Opal Blitz, the WC51, and I could potentially add in the ZIS-3 truck that's available to Soviets into one of the doctrines as well. But as of right now, I have not. Let's see. Yeah, this
Ready
6
for
cargo
action.
truck and this transport truck.
Crew,
These are campaign
stand
units.
ready.
Though actually, here's a bit of a fun fact before I end this video. Light vehicle.
Ready for
The
action.
Katusha
Drive,
actually
gear.
uses this model, so
Move out.
the supply truck and Katusha are actually the same model.
Ready to execute.
Just a fun fact. There are complete like
Prepare
barrel
for combat.
animators for the ZIS-6, so it is possible to make it into a supply
Ready for
truck.
action.
Right now, I have the
Crew, stand ready.
WC51 just using the canopy animator for the supply variation. By the way, this is Ajon saying thank you for watching, and signing off.